Okay, let's quickly solve the problem, seventh problem. They have given the assets and liabilities, opening assets and opening liabilities, closing assets and closing liabilities, and they have given some more details relating to the transactions in the year. Based on this, they are asking us to prepare trading account, P&L account, and balance sheet. So first, let's start with the trading account. We know what are the things we require to prepare a trading account, right? We require opening stock, closing stock, sales, purchases, and then gross profit. That's all we require to finish the trading account. So let's look for the opening stock. This is opening stock they have given, and then closing stock. Since we already done all the problems, I'll go a little bit fast in this. So put the opening stock in the trading account and closing stock in the trading account. And then what else we need? We need sales. If you observe here, they mention total sales, both cash and credit. In the trading account, we consider total sales only. We don't, bifurcate like cash sales separately, credit sales separately. We will take everything. So write by sales. And then they also mention that there is a sales return. So deduct from the sales. And then we need to find out the purchases. They have given the cash purchases here, but they haven't given the credit purchases. Even though they didn't give the credit purchases, but they have given the information related to the creditors. Discount allowed by trade creditors, and as well as here discount allowed by trade creditors, and then here they gave check issued to trade creditors. So this information related to the creditors account. So if you want to find out the credit purchases, we need to prepare the creditors account. So prepare the creditors account. So what else we need? Opening balance, closing balance. So here they gave the creditors. This is the opening balance, closing balance. So let's put the opening and then closing here. Hold on. Yeah. So let's put the opening, closing. And then in the question, they have given the purchase returns. So what is the general entry for the purchase returns? Creditors account debit to purchase returns. So here 400 creditors account debit to purchase returns. And then they have given the discount received, discount allowed by trade creditors. That's what they given in the question. Discount allowed by trade creditors means our creditors gave a discount to us. That means nothing but we are receiving the discount. So discount received, what is the general entry? Creditors account debit to discount received. So to discount received 700. And then here they mention check issued to trade creditors. So we have given a check to the creditors. The general entry will be creditors account debit to bank account 60,720. So we got the opening stock, opening creditors and then closing creditors and all the other information. So we can balance this and we will find out the credit purchases, right? So credit purchases is 58,000, and then in the question they gave specifically mentioned here, right? Cash purchases is 1030. So total purchases will be 59,030 rupees. So the same will be recorded in the trading account. Yeah, same will be recorded in the trading account. Two purchases 59,030, whatever we got here, and then from that we need to deduct the purchase returns. We'll get the 58,630. See here, purchase returns you need to record in the creditors account also and also trading account also, and the sales return you need to record in the debtors account also as well as trading account also, right? So this is a format that is different, this is different. So you might have already learned the format in 11th or 12th of the preparation of the trading account. So we need to stick to the format only. So buy closing stock. Closing stock which we already know and which we filled here 11,120, and then if you balance it you will get the gross profit, right? So we got sales, we got purchases, opening stock and closing stock, everything. So we got the gross profit too. So gross profit is 14,180, and then same gross profit you can brought down to here 14,180, and then look for all the expenses whatever is there in the question. So first one is creditors, nothing, it doesn't come in the P&L account, and then sundry expenses outstanding, they gave 600. So look for any other adjustments related to that. So here they mentioned cash expenses. See, in P&L account we will consider only expenses related to this year. So total we have paid 9570, right? That means we might have paid the expenses outstanding to last year also, right? So but we don't consider this year. So if it is last year, deduct it, and then this year we still still outstanding, so we need to add it. So in simple words we can say that if anything belong to current year, add it. If anything belong to the previous year, deduct it, because we need to consider only the present things, right? Only present year items. So if you do that, you will get 9,300, which we will post here. And then next is bad debts. In the question itself they mentioned bad debts is 420, right? So you will write in the P&L account debit side 420, and then discount allowed. Here cash and discount and credited to debtors is 64,000, right? So that means in this 64,000, when we make a sales to our debtors, obviously we'll collect cash from them. So we collected cash also and we given discount also. That means both are included in this. We need to know how much is cash, how much is discount. So that's why they have given this information. Realization from debtors paid into bank is 62,500. That means how much we have collected 62,500. How much balance remaining? 1,500. That means 62,500 minus 64,000. So 1,500 will be considered as a discount. So we gave a discount to our debtors, right? So we are supposed to collect 64,000, but we have collected only 62,500. So 1,500 we gave a discount. So that is a discount allowed. So which will come, its expenses for us, so we will record here. And then we also receive discount from the trade creditors, which is a income for us. So that's why we will write here. And if you balance it, you will get the net profit. So we have completed entire trading account and P&L account. And in the sundry debtors, here trade debtors, they haven't given the opening balance. So let's figure out the opening balance also. So to figure out the opening balance, what do we require? We require debtors account. So they have given the debtors opening balance and as well as the closing balance. Look in the question. They have given the closing balance, but they haven't given the opening balance. So put the closing balance 17,870 in the debtors account, and then opening balance will be the still question mark. And then sales also, we don't know how much credit sales we have done. So here in the debit side nothing will be there. We don't know anything in the debit side, right? Okay. So let's look from the beginning. Cash and discount credited to the debtors. That means out of this 64,000, 62,500 they credited the cash. So right here by cash, not the bank. Okay, 62,500 they have credited the cash, and then they credited the discount of 1,500. And then sales return, I already told you we need to record here also, and then as well as here also by sales return. So general entry will be sales return account debit to debtors account, in debtors account by sales return, and then bad debts account debit to debtors account. So debtors account by bad debts. Obviously we cannot balance this because we don't know anything this side. This side is empty, right? We know only in the credit side, but at the debit side we don't know the opening balance and we don't know the credit sales either. So both are question mark. So we need to find out that. So in the question they mentioned that the total sales is 71,810, right? Obviously we cannot find out the credit sales because we cannot balance the debtors account because there is nothing in the debit side. They haven't given the opening balance also question mark, and as well as sales obviously we can't find that also. So if you find out the how much is cash sales, so you can find out the credit sales, right? So total sales is 71,810. If you find out how much is cash sale, then you can find out the credit sale. Okay. So to find out how much is cash sales, obviously when you make a cash sale, where you will record cash account debit to sales account, right? So let's prepare the combined cash and bank account. We'll get some idea. So in that sales will be there. First look from the beginning. Creditors, nothing related to our cash book. Sundry expenses outstanding, not related. Sundry assets, no. Cash in hand and bank. So opening balance and as well as closing balance. Opening and then closing. 8080 will be the closing. And then cash and discount credited to the debtors. So discount we are not getting any money, right? So we are getting money only 62,500. So bank account debit to debtors account. So to debtor 62,500. And then additional capital paid into the bank, right? So because sales return there is no entry, bad debts no entry, sales cash and credit no entry, discount allowed by trade creditors no entry, purchase returns no entry, additional capital paid bank to bank, yes, we need to enter into the cash and bank account. So bank account debit to capital account. So to additional capital 8,500, and then cash expenses total. So here in the cash book account, it doesn't matter whether what year it related to, how much cash gone out from organization, it's all matter. So that's why we will take here 9,570. But whereas in P&L account only this year will be considered. So that's why it is 9,300 there. So here 9,570. So what is the general entry? Cash expenses account debit to bank account. In bank account by cash expenses. Right? 9570. Credit side we wrote that. And then what else? So check given for machinery purchased. We gave it for 430. That means machinery account debit to bank account. In bank account by machinery 430, which we recorded here. And then household expenses drawn from the bank. How much? 3,180. So drawings account debit to bank account. In bank account by drawings 3180, right? And then cash paid into bank. So this is a contra entry, right? So because we are preparing the combined cash book account also as well as the bank account also. So bank account debit to cash account. In cash account to bank will come. Here by cash will come. So that's why you, instead of writing that cash or bank, you can write sundries, right? For the next one also, cash withdrawn from bank. So cash account debit to bank account. So two sundries by sundries for that also, right? So these two entries will go like that, 5,000 entry and 9,240 entry. And then at the end we have paid check issue to trade creditors. So we have given a check to the creditor. So creditors account debit to bank account. In bank account by creditors. So 60270. Done. And then here check is in hand of 1200. We should not include anywhere because they mentioned in the question that here cash in hand and at bank at the closing balance as on 31st March 2017 is 8080. Here they mention only cash in hand 1200, right? So that means this 1200 is already, this is also on the same date, 31/3/2017 only. So this 1200 is already included in this and we already wrote here. So again, we already wrote here. Again, you don't need to write it. And if you balance this, the debit side you will get the cash sales 4600. Right, so we got the cash sales which is 4600. If the cash sales is 4600 and the total sales is 71810, then obviously credit sale will be the 67210. So this 67210 we will record here, two sales. So if you record here two sales, then from this information we can do the balancing figure, which you will get 16,530 as the opening balance of debtors. So two balance brought down, 16,530 you'll get, and then we can close the debtors account as well. So we know the trade debtors, we know the creditors, we have finished the trading account and P&L account as well. So next we need to prepare the balance sheet, right? Okay. So we don't know the capital, right? So first for that we need to prepare the opening balance sheet. The opening balance sheet, you know that all you need to do is put all the opening assets and all the opening liabilities, you will get the opening capital. So these are all the opening assets which is already given in the question. We need to you need to pay attention only the outstanding sundry expenses, which is a liability. So that's why for the last year outstanding sundry expenses, which you will record as a liability in the opening balance sheet. So balancing figure you will get the 26,770. By using this information we can find out the balance sheet, closing balance sheet. So in the closing balance sheet, so remember we require net profit. We will consider this the liability side to the capital. So we'll start in the liability side from 26,770, right? And then we will add net profit to that. Net profit is 4290, and then here they mention that additional capital paid into the bank 8,500. So we will add that also, 8,500. But they have withdrawn something, household expenses drawn from the bank, which is 3180. So that we will deduct, and then final figure will be shown in the closing balance sheet as a closing capital. Let's see, just hold on. Yeah, so 26,770, 3180 we will deduct, and then 8,500 we will add, and 4290 we will add. So we will get the closing capital as 36,380 in this one. And then we will put all the closing assets here, and also you need to pay attention, sundry expenses outstanding for this year will be liability for this year at the end of the year. So we will write this, and then if you do that, both will be get tallied. Alright, so see you in the next question.